The OGT here. Do me a favor. Please don't click off this video. Tomorrow is my birthday. My father passed on my birthday. I had a friend hang himself on my birthday. I had a girlfriend die right after Christmas. Um, so at least give me your attention for a second. I only say these things because they've helped me understand that a lot of people need to talk about things that are uncomfortable. So this is going to explain all that. I was going to start another channel. I was going to do all these things. As much as I want to be a positive guy like I always am and put out great material that's positive, I also think I need to do what I've always been passionate about, and it's mental health, and it's talking about things that are hard to talk about. I can go back and show you videos from way before I was a creator about wanting to get in touch with those people. So light and dark, yin and yang. This video is going to explain it. From now on, I'm going to tag my videos. Either if they're not tagged, then they're not tagged. If they're tagged shadow work or shadow talk, then it's about an uncomfortable subject. So please watch the videos for me. Thank you. Explain my reasoning. I first of all don't want. Okay, there's two different types of people. Well, there's more than that, but there are two main types of people in there. You might call it open and closed-minded, but that's a rather vague way to put it. Some people don't like to talk about things that are uncomfortable for them. Some people don't enjoy, that's the wrong word. Some people get solace and peace of mind out of talking about those things. I firmly believe you should talk about those things. To keep them bottled up is only going to come out in a way you might not anticipate. In other words, if you hold back what you've been wanting to tell your sibling for a long time, something that bothers you about them, but you have not let them know in any kind of way, and they may have even asked you, hey, does this bother you? And you never said no. You may have thought you were saving their feelings and how your intentions were justified, or, pure. You really lied. And when you have a day where you're not feeling good, or not feeling, when you have a bad day and that sibling says something wrong, you get mad. Well, then all that frustration you've been carrying from bottling that thing up, that thing that bothered you, is going to come out 50-fold what it would have been if you would have just said, hey, this bothers me in the beginning. So you may actually, I've seen this happen. I've had it happen. You may lose someone you really care or love about because you didn't say something was wrong. Instead, it come out, look, there have even been people who have killed people over being in such rage over something they were bottling up. This could be anything from a kid that decides to, be bisexual or gay or a biracial couple or you knew you're, well, that's not a good example. You knew somebody's cheating on you. That's not exactly the same thing. Anything that bothers, some quirky thing your friend does that, they've asked you a million times, does this bother you? And you always say no. And then finally you get mad at them one day, and out of ego and spite took over and just blew up. Things spiraled out of control. It turned out bad. This is why I think we should let things out, negative things or uncomfortable things, in a positive way. Like jamming to music, or listening to a sad song to cry, or listening to a mad song to get angry. Or, like my mom asked me all the time, like, Danny, why do you listen to sad music? Talking about killing themselves. So, like, Well, you don't know how many lives some people have saved by talking about those things. You don't want to talk about it, I know, but that doesn't mean the thousands and thousands of people that suffer from it don't want to talk about it because they feel alone. They feel like they're out on an island all by themselves, and there's not even a message in the bottom. So that's what my purpose, my intentions were on starting the other channel. So I'm just gonna say this: I'm gonna put out yin and yang, material that's PG-13, like I always have. That's normal. That's happy. And the channel's handle is shadow works, like get in touch with your shadow, like Carl Jung talks about. I got a video here that I was promoting the other channel with that I'm gonna play. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just play that video. That'll explain it. Shadow talks, because like Carl Jung says, our shadow is the dark reflection of ourselves that we all have. I don't care how good you are, how good you live. You got dark thoughts you might not want to think, thoughts you don't want to talk about, sure. We all have them, they're normal. The stigma of not talking about them is the problem, in my opinion. Because I talk about things all the time that are hard to talk about. Insecurities, whatever it may be, dark thoughts. You got addictions or gambling or being unfaithful, or you just lie a lot. And you'd be surprised how many people lie all the time. They don't even know it. I know I was guilty. I was always doing this. But until I did this, it's when things all turned around, just like my finger. Because then I started to notice that if you tell people the truth, they don't want to hear it. What they really want is someone that just agrees with them, strokes their ego, you're right, and confirms their own, probably facade of a thought about their self, which is really their ego. Because most people don't know their self. When you accept the dark side of things, the light side is so much more clear. Clarity, communication, love, those are the keys to life. Or those are the things that really matters. It's not your job or what group you're a part of or how you present yourself or if you never go outside without makeup or whatever. I mean, that is a Facebook life. That is a facade. That is fake AF. So, my channel, the Danny Lee OGT, is for PG-13. It's the light side. This channel is going to be Shadow Talk. I'm going to break down Tool lyrics, and maybe a Tool OGT might not want to see it, but, there are many, many interpretations to Maynard's lyrics. And for someone who, first of all, Maynard writes music totally different. I mean, writes his words totally different. He writes to the music what he hears. That's why everybody's like, man, he's so good at explaining how that music makes you feel. It's because the music was done before the words. He rides around with it on loop, listens to it, invokes the feeling, something he needs to release, a dark feeling most of the time. And who else makes a song about butt sex? Butt sex rape. That everybody jams to. Prison sex. The only song to ever be taken off MTV. So because Kurt Cobain cried about it, but sorry, Kurt. Sorry, I cracked my own damn self up. So anyway, the channel's gonna be, it ain't gonna be gloomy or sad or nothing. It's just confronting things that most people don't want to. So if your mind is closed and your eyes are open, don't come here. But if you want to talk about real shit, stuff that actually happens, you know, the stuff most people gossip about, other people, because they feel it. They don't want to say, hey, this happened to me. They want to say, hey, you know what happened to so-and-so? Did you hear about that? That's so bad, ain't it? The whole time their insecurities, they know they do it too. So they want to get a reaction from the other person about the other person to make them know if their own thoughts are justified in criticizing themselves. So if that didn't lose you, then find your way to Shadow Talks. Much love, peace, dark. It's just pretty.